In this video, I'll be showing you how to crochet a 4-row spike stitch border. We alternate single crochet rows with double crochet spike stitch rows. By using different colors, it creates little squares of color peeking through, giving it a checkered look. I'll be using 2 shades of purple, a light and a dark, to give the project some dimension, but there are a lot of color combinations you can try to achieve a unique look. This border would look nice with a variety of stitches and patterns. I'll be demonstrating it on the textured mosaic granny square project from the last 2 video tutorials. I'll link those tutorials in the description box. The first shows you how to crochet the square, and the second demonstrates how to join the squares as you go. We'll start by adding a single crochet round as the foundation to the border. This will even out any uneven spots from joining the squares. I started off putting a single crochet in each stitch and chain 1 space around the edge of the project, but it was looking a little crowded and the edges were a bit wavy. So I went up a crochet hook size and incorporated a chain 1 space between stitches, and that helped with both issues. So if your border isn't laying properly, you can experiment with different hook sizes. So grab your hook and yarn and let's have fun crocheting this 4-row spike stitch border. We'll start our foundation row in any chain 2 corner space. Make a slip knot, insert your hook into the space, pull that loop through. Chain 1. We'll put 3 single crochets into the corner space. Chain 1. We'll skip 1 stitch, put a single crochet stitch in the next stitch. For this project, it's the center stitch of the 3-stitch cluster. Chain 1. We'll skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the chain 1 space. Chain 1. We'll skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the middle stitch of the 3-stitch cluster. Chain 1. We'll skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the chain 1 space. You'll continue that sequence across the edge of your blanket. We're approaching our first seam where we join 2 squares together, and you can see that there is a small dip created by the join. Here's a simple trick to even the edge. Insert your hook into the corner space of the first square. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull it up tall to the height of the stitches in your row. Insert your hook into the next corner space. Yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Chain 1. Continue with the pattern until you reach the next corner. Your single crochets will be in every second stitch of the 3-stitch cluster and the chain 1 spaces. We're at our first corner. Put 3 single crochets into the corner space. Chain 1. We'll skip 1 stitch, put a single crochet into the middle stitch of the 3-stitch cluster. Chain 1. We'll skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Continue with the pattern. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the last corner. I'm at the last corner. After my last chain 1, I'll slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round and fasten off my white. Here's a look at the sides, and you can barely tell where we join the granny squares. I'm going to be using 2 different colors of purple for this project. I'll start with the lighter color. Make a slip knot, insert the hook into the stitch, put the loop on your hook and pull it through. Chain 1 and single crochet back into that corner stitch. We'll put 2 more single crochets into the same stitch. Chain 1. Skip the first stitch and single crochet into the chain 1 space. Chain 1. Skip a stitch, put a single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1. You'll continue that all the way across the edge of the blanket. For this round, all of our single crochet stitches will be in the chain 1 space. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the next corner. I'm at the next corner. You'll chain 1 and then put 3 single crochets into the middle or second stitch of that 3-stitch corner. Chain 1. Skip the next stitch, single crochet in the chain 1 space. You'll continue that sequence for all 4 sides of your project. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the last corner. After the last chain 1, slip stitch to the first stitch of the round and fasten off. We'll go back to using the white color. This time we'll start in the first single crochet stitch after the corner. This is a different way that you can start your round. Instead of using a slip knot to make a loop and putting it on your hook, I like to insert the hook between the 2 top loops of the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert the hook under both top loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops to create a standing single crochet. We'll start using our double crochet spike stitches. Yarn over, insert the hook into the top of the stitch from the row below. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 to complete the double crochet. Single crochet in the next stitch. Work a double crochet spike stitch in the row below. Single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat that sequence until you reach the next corner. All of your double crochet spike stitches should be in the chain 1 spaces. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the next corner. We've reached the corner. After the last double crochet spike stitch, Single crochet in the first single crochet of the 3-stitch corner. Put 3 single crochets into the middle or second stitch of the corner. Single crochet in the next stitch. Spike stitch double crochet in the next stitch from the previous row. Single crochet in the next stitch. You'll repeat that sequence for all sides of your project. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the last corner. Double crochet spike stitch in the last stitch. Join to the first stitch of the round and fasten off. Here's what the border is looking like so far. You could stop here if you want. We're going to continue on with 2 more rounds. We'll start in the first stitch immediately after our 3 single crochet corner. I'll make a standing single crochet into that stitch. Chain 1. Skip 1 stitch and single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1. Skip a stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. So this is a repeat of round 1, but this time we'll be putting our single crochets into the single crochet stitches from the previous row and skipping the spike double crochet stitches. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the next corner. After my last chain 1, I'll skip the first stitch of the 3-stitch corner and single crochet 3 times into the middle stitch. Chain 1. Skip a stitch and single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1. You'll repeat that sequence for all sides of the project. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the last corner. After the last chain 1, I've reached my 3-stitch corner. Skip a stitch and single crochet 3 times into the middle or second stitch of the corner. Chain 1. Join to the first stitch of the round and fasten off. We have just 1 more round to go. We'll go back to the white color. We'll start the final round in the first single crochet stitch after the 3 single crochet stitch corner. Single crochet into that stitch. Spike stitch double crochet in the next stitch from the previous row. Single crochet in the next stitch. Spike stitch double crochet in the next stitch from the previous row. Continue the sequence and I'll meet you at the next corner. I'll demonstrate 2 different ways to work the corners. After my last single crochet, I'll put a spiked double crochet stitch in the next stitch from the previous row. Single crochet in the last corner stitch. Spike stitch double crochet in the next stitch, and continue with that sequence along the side. So what we've done here is we've added a spiked double crochet stitch into the corner. This has a nice look, but I decided to work the corners in the last round the same as I worked the previous rounds. After my last single crochet stitch, work 3 single crochets into the second or middle single crochet from the corner stitches. Single crochet in the next stitch, spike stitch double crochet in the next stitch from the previous round. You'll continue that to the end of your blanket. After the last spiked double crochet stitch, single crochet in the first corner stitch. Put 3 single crochets into the next stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch. Spike stitch double crochet in the next stitch from the previous round. Join to the first stitch of the round. You can slip stitch if you want, but I'll demonstrate how to do an invisible finish. After the last stitch, pull the yarn through. Thread the yarn onto a yarn needle. Insert the needle under the 2 top loops of the first stitch of the round. And insert the needle under the back loop only of the last completed stitch. Make any adjustments by pulling on the yarn so that the stitch looks identical to the surrounding stitches. Then fasten off and sew on your tails. Here's a closer look at the final border. I'm really happy with how it looks. It's a nice contrast to the granny squares and stands out. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you and you give it a try. Thank you for supporting my channel and giving this video a thumbs up, and feel free to share it with your crochet friends.